So combing through USDA's weekly export sales report, and it is pretty interesting, especially when you add corn for the old and new crop together. But just looking at new crop numbers, pretty amazing. 1.229 million metric tons in exports, but in sales for the new crop, 3.1 million metric tons. Primarily unknown destinations. Who's getting our corn? Maybe we'll find that out soon. Right now, let's find out what we're paying for corn. This is the corn market, up 4 pennies on the old crop, 3.83 3/4. And some flash sales reported overnight, helping December up to 4.05 3/4. It's 4.5 higher on this session as we start trading. 15 minutes ago, we opened the markets and November beans responded, going 9.88 1/4, up 3 3/4 cents. Soy meal contracts are mostly higher, with bean oil contracts mostly lower. Now to the wheat market. Chicago is where we start, up 9 at 517 1/2. Hard red is trading 9.5 higher at 521. Spring wheat, trying to break a 4-day losing streak, is in higher territory, and the cotton market is higher as well, up 34 at 67.18. Tommy Grisafi's with Nesvick Trading. All right, Tommy, some good numbers from the export sales.
Yeah. There's a lot of optimism today. Did we get something we need to do psychologically behind us? Here's through $4 December futures. Also, the market spent a lot of time down yesterday when you were quoting it up. You consistently were saying corn was down 5 or 6. It only closed down 1 and gapped open higher or opened unchanged and quickly traded up 2 cents last night. Looks like overnight with these lower prices, countries around the world, they come snooping around for some corn, and it's a good thing. The function of the market's working well. You push a market down low enough, and someone in the world says, wow, American farmers can grow corn a heck of a lot cheaper than I can. How are they doing that? Well, we don't know. Some of them are doing it by losing money. Some are hoping for a big government payment. Nonetheless, it's expensive. I got to tell you, a lot of talking about marketing is just how you package something up. Just stopped at Buc-ee's, and they're still selling corn for $7, $8 a bushel there, but they put it in a pretty little bag. So marketing's everything. Growers I talk to who are growing specialty products, whether it be seed corn or non-GMO, you're still always looking for that premium for your product. And right now, just to talk about a conference call I was on this morning, there is no cheaper wheat than the Board of Trade wheat when you look at the world wheat markets. We're seeing some strength in the Matisse wheat market, not something you and I talked about, but check out those Matisse wheat spreads, and maybe a little optimism starting to pop up with these lower prices. Tony, back to you.
Yeah, and speaking of wheat, net sales 737,800 metric tons, 25% higher than the previous week, and higher for the 4-week average as well, and then the actual inspections. So these are the sales. The inspections, what we send out, 667,700 metric tons, up noticeably, and 38% higher than our 4-week average. So, yeah, we're finding buyers at these levels. Are we finding buyers in the beef market? We'll find out next. Market Day Report continues after this. We've seen it higher for 4 straight sessions, talking about live and feeder cattle, not to mention the fact that we rang the bell yesterday on all-time highs. What about today? Where are we going? Let's go. Live cattle futures, 237.55. It's as high as we've been so far in the August, trading 237.10. It's up 80. And then a 230 from the October contract. All of those contracts in higher territory. Then we get over to the feeders, and this is where it gets interesting. September now has overtaken the August contract and is trading at 344.57. It's up 35, lower on the August, But look at where we've gone as far as the high, 345.62 on the September. Again, expecting to continue to ring the bell for new all-time highs in both live and feeder cattle. Hog market is mixed, August higher, but October is down 17 at 91.80. Let's go back to Tommy Grisafi. Nesvick Trading, thoughts here?
Just one for the books where someone compared the cattle market this morning to the move of cocoa last year. And I don't know if you remember quoting up cocoa last year, but there wasn't, it was hard to keep track of. We are exploding higher. A week ago, Thursday, we had that big down move. A week ago, Thursday, I was at Ag PhD. We traded limit down in some of these products. We have gotten all that move back and then made new contract highs across the board. Live cattle, feeder cattle, cash market-led rally. The folks who believe the fundamentals are enjoying this ride. I'm not sure how it ends, but I'll say this. I'm scared, my friend. On a side note, a guy on the internet yesterday said, I could be the world's worst trader, and he said, I'm going to sell one corn at the market so that corn market could bounce, and it worked. And so the only thing I could say is, if you know someone out there who's not good at trading, have them buy a cattle, live cattle or feeder cattle, and if you get bullish on a $2 move, that just might be what it takes to get this to turn over. I will, one note before we go on break, Tony. We've spent 2 years going up. They're not going to let everybody out in 2 days. So there's a huge long. There's still a lot of unhedged cattle, unprotected cattle. I'm very fearful of the momentum of what a downturn could look like. I'm very cautious that we don't see comments out of the White House or the USDA that could be just the move that knocks this one out. Back to you, my friend.
Yeah, and my visual picture here is the running of the bulls in Spain. Once they let the bulls loose and they start running, you better have a good place to hide and get out of the way. So at some point, yeah, this bull market is going to turn. Tommy Grisafi's with Nesvick Trading.